Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads to Google Sheets for educational services. So do you also run a business related to educational services, and do you also use IndiaMART for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So with it I'm doing the same. I manage a business related to educational services and we sell our courses online with the help of our IndiaMART account. So now what I want is that as soon as a new inquiry is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically the details of that inquiry should be added to my Google Sheets so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads to Google Sheets for educational services. So as you know that I manage an educational service business and we receive numerous amounts of inquiries from potential students through IndiaMART. So to ensure to handle each query efficiently, what I want is that as soon as we receive a new query with the help of our IndiaMART account, automatically the details of that query and that lead should be added in my Google Sheets like this. So yes, this allows my team to have an organized and centralized view of incoming inquiries, making it easier to track the student details, requested course and follow-up status. By automating this process, we reduce manual data entry, minimize errors and ensures that every inquiry is responded to promptly, leading to improved customer service and streamlined lead management. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So over here I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect's account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the folder and the workflow name. So over here you can see that I've created multiple folders on my dashboard and I'm going to save my workflows in these folders only. And if you wish to learn how to create a new folder or a subfolder, you can click on this hyperlink given right over here which says learn more. So over here I want to save this workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads to Google Sheets for educational services, and then we are going to click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the command given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART. So I'm going to search for IndiaMART, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So with it I want that as soon as a new lead is received, my workflow should be triggered or started. So for that I'm going to select my trigger event as new lead, and as soon as we are going to select the trigger event, over here you can see that it has given me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our IndiaMART account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy this webhook URL and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads. So we're going to follow the same. I'm going to open my IndiaMART account, and as you can see that this is my account. And now what we have to do is we have to go on the left sidebar and then lead manager, and after opening the lead manager we have to go on this three dots which says menu, import export lead and then push API. So as soon as we're going to open the push API, it is asking me to select the source. So over here in the help text you can see that it is saying choose other in the select source option and then enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to select the source as other right over here, and now for the CRM platform name we have to enter Pabbly Connect, and now it is asking me for the webhook listener URL. So we're going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, and after doing all of this I'm going to click on save details. details. And as soon as I'm going to click on save details, it is asking me for the reason why do I want to shift my IndiaMART leads to another application. So over here you can select any reason, but I'm going to select this which says I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance. And then we are going to click to generate OTP right over here. And yes, you can see successfully the OTP has been generated. So over here I'm going to enter the OTP, and after entering the OTP I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our IndiaMART account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here you can see the webhook listener URL. So now with this we have successfully completed this connection, but over here you can see that it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission / record. So what we have to do is we are going to do a test submission or record. So we are going to generate a dummy lead or a test lead in order to do the test submission. And in order to do this test submission, I'm going to open my another IndiaMART account, and over here you can see my another IndiaMART account. So for that we are going to do the test submission. We are going to submit a dummy inquiry. For that I'm going to look for Magnet Brain Software Technologies Private Limited right over here in the search option, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And after selecting this we are going to go towards Pabbly Connect, and then we are going to click on contact supplier. And now it is asking me for the requirement details. We are going to enter the requirement details, which is the inquiry right over here, which says hi, I am interested in online MBA program. Could you please share the admission process, course fees and any scholarship option available? I'm planning to enroll in the upcoming batch. And then we are going to click on next, and now it is asking me for the GST number. So if you wish you can definitely add a GST number right over here, but I don't wish to add so directly I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as we are going to click on submit, yes, it is saying yes, your details have been sent to Magnet Brain Software Technology Private Limited. So yes, we have successfully did this test submission, and now what has happened is that IndiaMART has captured the details of our test submission and sent it towards our workflow. So over here I'm going to put my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. We are going to wait for a few seconds, and yes, you can see that we have successfully received response A right over here. You can see the response details. Over here you can see the subject, which is requirement for Pabbly Connect free demo available. Over here you must be wondering why the subject is not same, because I'm using a test IndiaMART account. That's why I receive a default subject in my response every time. But if you are using a live IndiaMART account, you're going to receive the response submitted by your lead. Over here you can see this is the subject. You can see the sender state, the pin code. We are going to move on forward, and over here you can see the query message which we entered, which says I'm interested in your online MBA program. Could you please share the admission process, course fees and any scholarship options available? I'm planning to enroll in the upcoming batch. So yes, this is the same message which we entered in our test submission, and as soon as we are going to receive this in our response, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and we have successfully captured the lead details or the inquiry details in our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is submitted in my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response. So now after completing our trigger step, we are going to move on towards our action step, and now for my action application we are going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for Google Sheets right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to select it. And after selecting my action application, it is asking me for the action event. So over here I'm going to select my action event as add new row, because over here I want to add the lead details in this row. So over here I've selected add new row, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection, and then you have to click on sign in with Google. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in with Google, it is going to ask me to select my Gmail account. And after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So over here I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly, save, and as soon as we are going to click on allow, yes, you can see authorization successful. We have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly's workflow, and now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So over here you can see the name of my spreadsheet is new leads and inquiries. So I'm going to select the same in my spreadsheet option right over here, which is new leads and inquiries. And after selecting my spreadsheet, it is asking me to select the sheet. So over here in my spreadsheet I have only a single sheet, so I'm going to select the same, which is sheet 1. And now it is asking me for the name, email, phone number and inquiries. So you must notice that these are the same details which I've entered right over here in my columns of my spreadsheet. So yes, we are going to enter these details one by one, but we are not going to enter it manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the name, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information. But if we are going to map this from the previous response, suppose I'm going to look for name in my previous response, and as you can see, test lead. So let's suppose that we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And same we are going to do for the email. Also, I'm going to look for email, and as you can see, email. So we are going to map it, which is test@pabblytunes.com. We are going to move on forward. Over here, we are going to look for the phone number too, and as you can see the phone numbers, we are going to map it. And after mapping it, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the inquiry, so I'm going to map the inquiry message also. So I'm going to search for inquiry message right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully added these details in our spreadsheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Google Sheets and check for the details added. And as you can see, the details have been added right over here. Over here you can see the name, the email, the phone number, and the inquiry added. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMART. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected Google Sheets, and then for the action event, we selected add new row, because I wanted that as soon as a new lead or a new inquiry is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically the details should be added to my Google Sheets. This ensures that we handle each inquiry effectively. This allows my team to have an organized and a centralized view of all the incoming inquiries, making it easier to track the student details, requested course, and follow-up status. By automating this process, we reduce manual data entry, minimize errors, and ensure that every inquiry is responded promptly, leading to improved customer service and more streamlined lead management. So yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the lead details which we added in our Google Sheets with the help of our workflow. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.